Next weekend marks World Mission Sunday, when Catholics in the Diocese of Springfield and around the country are asked to support the missions around the globe. Father Donald LaPointe, the director of the Society for the Propagation of the Faith, began his second career in mission work, so to speak, after he retired a few years ago. He says before he retired, missionary work was something he just heard about. For the last 8 years, Father LaPointe has been director of the Springfield Diocese's Society for the Propagation of the Faith. He was called on by Bishop Timothy McDonald to head the office after he retired. He'd always been interested in helping those who were hurting and had been using his expertise in psychology to help the separated and divorced, those who were grieving, and women who experienced abortions. When he got the new assignment, he traveled to some third world countries to educate himself.
When you think about it, this is probably one of the oldest charities in the world. It goes back to the time of Christ. And it goes back to the time when he would educate the people and then would sit them down and feed them. So he took care of their bodies and took care of their souls as well.
On one trip last year to the slums of Nairobi in Kenya, Father LaPointe witnessed the ways donations to the World Mission Sunday collection helped to address the needs of parishioners in Kenya. And he heard some stories of true desperation and the depth of the poverty.
While I was talking with one of the men there, I asked him, how much do you earn? Well, having done some research before I left, I knew the average salary was $2 a day. He said, usually about $1, $1.50 a day. So I said, that doesn't sound like a whole lot. He said, no. He says, you don't understand. What that means is when I get up in the morning, me and my wife have to decide who eats today and who doesn't.
Father LaPointe said he was reminded of the origins of the country in which we live today. And although the United States has not been classified as a mission territory since 1918, it's important to remember our roots.
We were missionary country here in the United States. It was the Jesuits, it was the Franciscans that came in. You had Jean Brebeuf, who came in from France, and Isaac Jogues, and they evangelized a lot of the Northeast, mostly upstate New York, and as a matter of fact, they were martyred in Oreasville.
Every year, the needs of the Catholic Church in the missions grow. That's why the involvement and commitment of Catholics from around the world is so urgently needed, says Father LaPointe. Offerings from Catholics in the United States on World Mission Sunday and throughout the year are combined with offerings to the propagation of the faith worldwide. So as this retired priest continues to support the mission, he calls on all Catholics next weekend to follow the gospel mandate to care for each other.
And it has been, as I say, very gratifying. I think if I had to go back, I'm not sure if I wouldn't have been a missionary. And I would never have said that before, but it's there is a spirit there that I have not found anywhere else.
And for more information on the Society for the Propagation of the Faith, you can log on to our website, iobserve.org, where you can also get the latest news on the Catholic Church in the Diocese of Springfield and around the world. That's iobserve.org, your 24-hour news source.